Hello YouTube, this is Charles the Redneck Nerd coming at you with today's video. Today we're not doing a knife review, we're going to talk about my daily carry and why I carry what I carry. First, my cane. 43 inches long because I need a 43-inch long cane because of how tall I am. So I custom built this one for myself. Now I'm going to kind of adjust the camera down for a minute. That's where it starts. It's fully on the ground. And as you can see, it hits me right about where my shirt, untucked shirt, ends. I'm a tad tall at 6'5", and I have very long legs. And as my wife says, freakishly long monkey arms on occasion. That's what she says anyway. I always have my cane with me. Why? Because I really can't walk well without it. In addition, in my right pocket, I always have a folding knife of some sort. Today I'm carrying the Smith & Wesson large Swat model, which I'm basically carrying since I just got it, and I want to do a review on it, and I'm just getting used to how it works and how it opens and everything else, how it carries. I always have a second knife in my offside pant pocket. This one, another Schrade today, just because I felt like matching. Schrade and Smith & Wesson, of course, are made by the same company and owned by the same company. This one I've had for a while longer, and I probably need to do a review on it. I really like this knife too. Again, both of these are assisted openings. That makes it easy when you've only got one hand free. Also on my left side, I am carrying my Esse HM. I've already done a review on this, and you can find that on my page. Love this knife. This knife, if I had to, I can use it to break out a window to get out of a car, cut car seat belts for myself or someone else, or if I really had to in a pinch, I could ram this through the roof of a car and basically cut the roof of a car out to get myself out or someone else out, if that was the only way we could get out. Yeah, I bet you didn't notice that I'm going to have a lot of this stuff on my belt underneath a simple t-shirt. And this t-shirt, by the way, is a Chicago Fire Department t-shirt. After 9/11, many fire departments began selling as souvenirs for tourists, t-shirts and other things. My wife found this out when she toured Ground Zero up in New York on a business trip, and she went to the nearby fire station that lost so many members that day, and they were selling t-shirts to help the family members and the families of the firemen who gave their lives that day. After that, every time she went someplace, she would go to the nearest large fire station and try and pick up a couple of shirts, one for her and one for me. But in addition to a 4-inch bladed knife, I have a Maglite XL200, which has 350 lumens. It also has the wonderful strobe effect, and anything above 250 lumens will blind a person in daylight, will definitely blind a person inside a building with just regular lighting on, or if it's a dark building. That can come in handy at times. Then Also on that side, I have a 12-round spare magazine for my pistol, which I also carry daily. This is 12 rounds of 9mm. I carry a spare magazine because once when I was an MP in the Army, I watched another MP slide across the seat of a car, rip that bottom plate off since they're removable to clean the magazines and change the springs off, and end up with a .45 caliber single shot pistol because he dumped all the rest of the rounds out and he couldn't fix the magazine quickly. That's also on that side. Then on the other side, I have, let's turn it this way so we don't show the serial number to everybody, the SIG 365 XL pistol. This is a small compact pistol. It holds 12 rounds of 9mm. It has night sights on the rear, and on the front I have blacked my night sights out because I don't want any distractions from telling which one I want to be in the center and on target. And as you can see, it is very small. It weighs 16 ounces. I have qualified on the Arkansas Enhanced Concealed Carry test with that pistol 50 out of 50, and that includes shots with a 3.7-inch barrel out to about 50 feet. I scored a perfect score on it. Arkansas does not require licenses or have restrictions on knives or handguns to carry. The only qualification is they must be legal for you to own. They must be legal for you to carry. And by legal to carry, it basically means you're not carrying them to go commit another crime. You're not carrying them to harm someone in anything other than a totally self-defense scenario. I, on the other hand, have had a concealed carry license in Arkansas for over 20 years, going back to when they started their shall issue licenses, where you took the class, you paid the fee, had the background check done, and then if all that came back good, you got the concealed carry license. I've had a concealed carry license and I'm keeping it because it's useful when you travel to other states where they do require you to either have a license from their state or a corresponding license from another state. In addition, my wife and I went and got our enhanced concealed carries because she worked for the state of Arkansas, and the building and office she worked in, she could carry as long as she had the enhanced concealed carry license. Why do I carry a gun? That's what a lot of people ask, and especially a lot of foreigners. Am I carrying to be a hero? Hint, crippled. I'm not carrying to confront anyone. I'm carrying solely to defend myself and to make certain I don't become a victim. The groups that are most likely to become victims are the most helpless in society if you study criminology. Children, the elderly, and the disabled. I'm disabled. A lot of days I can barely walk, and I have to hobble around on a cane. I only have one hand free. That makes me a target to many people. It doesn't matter that I'm 6'5" and 240 pounds. It's obvious by the way I walk. I am not a physical threat to anybody. My only hope, if someone pulls a knife or comes at me with a club or takes this cane away from me and decides to cave my skull in, is a handgun. Is that right or wrong? Well, for me, I think it's right. I think every person has the right to self-defense. After all, in life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness that appears in our Declaration of Independence, the first thing they wrote down was everyone has a right to life. And if you can't defend your life, all your other rights go out the window as well. Well, I'm going to be done being philosophical for today and showing what I walk around with when I leave the house, and say, be sure to check out some of my good friends. Grug's Legion Tactical Cutlery, great content. Scab, Choir Boys Cutlery, outdoors. You'll see a lot of knives being used, and that's always interesting to see what they can do, and especially how far he can push them without abusing them. Joe, Steel Forged in Fire, always great information and always beautifully done videos. And today we're going to shout out another friend who's recently gone over, I believe it's 11,000 now, in Donnie B All Day. D-Bad is a knife designer. He has great content, and he will tell you exactly what he thinks about everything. And in this day and age, it's refreshing to hear somebody tell the truth about an item they've reviewed or what they think about a piece of gear, and let you know whether or not it's worth your money. So this is the Redneck Nerd signing off until tomorrow, when we will be bringing you a review on the K-Bar Becker BK9 Combat Bowie Knife, which, yes, you can legally carry this anywhere in Arkansas, although in downtown Little Rock, you probably are going to at least have the cops going to stop and say, do you have a reason to really carry that? And if you say, no, I just wanted to, they'll say, well, you might not want to carry it, such a big one, out in public. But they still won't arrest you. Take care, guys.